Hello, Junkaholics. Today we're going to be scrapping this water cooler, and I can guarantee you it's a lot better than the last one I did earlier this week. This one actually cools the water and heats the water, so you know there's going to be some goodness. So first of all, we're just going to screw these taps. They're just plastic. I don't know what you can do with them. I don't know if you guys save them for anything. Doesn't matter. I don't. First of all, we're going to be pulling off this rear unit, whatever you want to call it. It's on the tip of my tongue, but I can't remember because I'm getting old and senile. But that's okay. You gotta like me then, just because I'm old and senile. So here I'm just cutting away the copper parts off this condenser unit or whatever you want to call it, just to get out of the way. Cut the dryer off. There's a bunch of seeds in there. I'll be cutting that in half later. Found a nice little copper coil there. And here's a fine piece of shred. Here I'm going to pull the cover off, and you just got to push those water outlets in so you can clear the shield, and then with a little bit of struggling that thing will come right off. Okay, maybe a lot of struggling and maybe some wire cutting. So they put this little glue on top of the bolts. I think it's so people don't try and take these things off, but hey, I figured out you can just pop them off. So I fooled them. Also, some may have noticed a cigar in my mouth. Most of the time that thing's not even lit. It's just the comfort of having it in my mouth. I actually smoke less when I don't light them. I just pulled the compressor off the base and hoping really it's copper. I'll trim off the little bit of copper bits that I didn't get earlier. And decided to take this little box off, see what's inside. And there was just like a chunk of plastic. And then some kind of a little control box. Ouch! And all in there was a little bit of brass. Clean up the rest of that little bit of wire there. And the rest is plastic. Now we're going to move on to the chiller part, where the water sits. And I did get a little wet. Didn't realize there was still water in there. Just cutting the pipe. Well, first of all, we're cutting the zip ties. Get rid of that insulation. Now you get to watch me struggle with this styrofoam. But as you can see, it was well worth the struggle. With that nice copper coil there in the background. I'm very, very happy with that. There's some stainless steel tubes coming off of that. That black thing that's wrapped in foam is also stainless steel. My yard won't give me crap for that because it's so dirty. So I just throw those in the shred. But I keep those little pipes because then I can get full pop for them. I found a little bit more wire on that little module there. Cut that off. Now next I'm just going to remove that copper coil. This was a little bit of struggle until I figured out that I had to use a screwdriver to just pry it off and just do it in a circular motion. If that makes any sense to you. What I just said didn't make sense to me, so how are you supposed to understand? And there we go. It's off. And that's a nice chunk of copper. So we just got to take off that little bit of foam insulation on there. It takes a little rubbing, but you can get her done. Now that's a piece of plastic. And that's all for that teardown. We got some copper, we got some wire, we got some shred, got this little box that I'm going to play with, but I can guarantee you there's not a lot in there. So if you enjoyed this episode of Nice Junk, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. And we'll catch you all next time.